Welcome to the Oasis. My name is Mike, and today I'm going to be giving you all the information you need to know about HTC's probably most unusual VR headset to date, the HTC Vive Flow. This video isn't speculation or leaked information. All of the information in this video comes officially from HTC, as I was provided with these details up front, and I even got to briefly try this headset out myself during a recent trip to London. So, in this video, I'll be getting into the specs, the design, how it's controlled, who this device is for, the content, the pricing, and to round it all up, I'm going to provide some of my thoughts on this unique device. But before I get into the video, I just want to clear something up straight away. And I want you to know that this isn't a VR device aimed at gamers, and it isn't designed to be competition for the Oculus Quest 2. And I feel like once you understand that, you might be able to see where HTC are going with this headset. With the Vive Flow, HTC are aiming this at a completely new consumer market. A market of people that want a small and lightweight device to provide an immersive experience for consuming media content, socializing with friends or colleagues, and for unwinding in VR with apps to relax and calm the mind. There's really nothing else on the market quite like it. So, without further ado, let's dive in. So let's get right into the juicy details, starting with the specs. Now, although this is essentially a small form factor standalone VR headset, HTC are referring to the Flow as a pair of immersive glasses. It's a compact and lightweight device weighing in at just 189 grams. For context, the Quest 2 weighs over twice as much at around 500 grams. The Flow is a headset designed to be taken with you on the go, and it fits nicely into a sleek metallic carry case. This optional carry case is what HTC have been teasing in Twitter posts over the last couple of weeks. I have to be honest, when I initially saw these teases, it looked to me like a drinks container that could be tracked in VR. And honestly, if that was the case, I would have definitely bought one. I mean, who doesn't want to track their coffee or beer in VR? But I digress, back to the specs. The Flow has some really unique optics. The lenses are pancake lenses, which is a step away from traditional Fresnel lenses found in practically all consumer VR headsets. Pancake lenses are smaller and provide less glare, which is ideal for this headset's main use case, media consumption. Surrounding these lenses is something else very unique, and that's individual diopter adjustment dials. This means that if you wear glasses, you can dial in your own eye prescription up to -6 and use this headset without your glasses or contact lenses. The lenses themselves don't physically move, so you don't have any IPD adjustment. IPD being the spacing between your pupils, which is important to set correctly for a comfortable VR experience. Despite this fixed IPD, HTC state that the Flow can accommodate a wide IPD range due to the lens's large sweet spot. Behind these lenses sit a custom dual LED display with a resolution of 1.6K per eye. These displays run at 75Hz, which when combined with the new lenses, provide a field of view of 100 degrees. In between these lenses is a proximity sensor which turns the displays off when the headset isn't in use, and above that is an active cooling fan which draws hot air away from your face and exhausts it out of the top of the device. Surrounding the lenses is a removable material face gasket which is held in place using magnets. The Flow can be worn with or without this material gasket, depending on whether you want to be completely immersed, or you want to have some peripheral awareness of what's going on around you, which is a smart design choice for a device intended to be used on the go. At the front of the device, behind these cool-looking glossy mirrored sections, are two cameras. These provide 6 degrees of freedom head tracking, allowing you to move your head around freely and comfortably in VR applications. These cameras can also provide hand tracking functionality, although this won't be available at launch, and HTC state that this will be enabled in a future update. It doesn't seem that these cameras will be used for any pass-through or AR functionality. Without hand tracking, you're probably wondering how the Flow is controlled. Well, it's controlled using a smartphone, and more specifically, an Android smartphone, but more on that later. Powering this headset is a completely custom chipset, and when I asked, HTC have been a bit coy as to what exactly this chipset is, but I can tell you it's definitely not as powerful as the XR2 chipset from Qualcomm. Instead of a full head strap, HTC have gone with a more glasses-style design with the Flow. The arms of the glasses have dual hinges, allowing them to be worn comfortably for a range of different face shapes, and also allows them to be folded down completely when traveling. This design also allows you to comfortably wear the Flow whilst lying down. Built into these arms are small speakers for 3D spatial audio, although if you prefer, you can connect and use your own wireless Bluetooth headphones. The headset also features a built-in microphone for social applications. At the end of one of the glasses' arms is a short cable with a USB-C port at the end, and this is where you need to connect the headset to your own external power source. The headset does have its own small internal battery, but it's only designed to keep the headset running whilst you swap over power supplies. It isn't designed to power the headset on its own. This was a key design choice from HTC to keep the weight of the headset down as low as possible. HTC will be selling their own official 10,000 mAh battery packs as an optional extra, and state a battery pack of that size will provide around 5 hours of continuous use. Now let's talk about how to control this device and the content. Until hand tracking is enabled in a later update, the only way to control the headset is with an Android smartphone. iOS and PC controls aren't supported at launch, and it's unclear if they'll be supported in the future. With the dedicated Android app installed, your phone acts as a laser pointer with touch gestures to navigate the headset's menus. There'll be a range of apps available on launch, and HTC seem to be highlighting content for well-being and relaxation with applications like visitations, trip, and nature treks, with a small sprinkling of casual games. There's also Vive Sync, which can be used for social interactions with friends and colleagues, and rumors have been floating around of HTC making their own metaverse called Viveportverse, although I'm not sure if this will be ready for the Flow's launch. Alongside these apps, the main use case for the Flow is media consumption, by using Miracast to cast content from your Android smartphone directly to the headset. And this can be done with applications such as YouTube, which also includes VR 180 and 360 content, and applications like Netflix and any other media platform that allows casting. It is worth noting that some media platforms, such as premium sports apps, don't allow casting, so it will really depend on the kind of content that you watch, whether this will be a useful feature. As the headset has 64 GB of internal storage, you can also transfer media content directly to the device for offline viewing. One thing I will say about my experience with watching media content in VR is that generally you don't get the same distractions from the outside world when you're watching TV, such as constant notifications from your phone. Although, as this content is casted directly from a phone, I really hope these notifications don't pop up in the headset, as that would kind of defeat the whole point of it, in my opinion. Applications for the Flow will be available to buy individually through the Vive App Store, or there's a special Viveport subscription plan, which is cheaper than their PC version of Viveport, which provides unlimited access to their range of Flow applications for a monthly subscription of $5.99 in US dollars. In terms of pricing and availability of the headset itself, the HTC Vive Flow will be available for pre-order from today, the 14th of October, for $499 US dollars, 499 British pounds, or 549 euros, which you can order directly through HTC's official website, and they'll start delivering these worldwide starting in early November. Those that pre-order the Flow will also receive the optional Flow carry case and 7 pieces of content for free. So, that's the details on the upcoming HTC Vive Flow. In my brief hands-on, or should I say face-on testing with the device, which only lasted a few minutes whilst watching a movie trailer, I was initially impressed with the display. It was sharp and clear, the glasses were light and comfortable to wear, and I was also surprised about the quality of the built-in audio. All of this combined surpassed my expectations of such a small and compact device. I really do love this form factor, and I love that VR headsets are getting smaller. However, I do have some real concerns. This is an unusual headset with a really unique set of use cases. It's a bold move from HTC, and I do wonder if there's actually a market out there for a headset like this, and if those people will be comfortable wearing something like this out in the wild. For me personally, I don't actually own an Android device. I'm an iPhone user, and my iPhone just isn't compatible with the Vive Flow at launch and might not ever get support in the future. I also feel with the Flow it's a real missed opportunity not to add PC streaming support. I could actually see myself using a device like this to watch content streamed from my PC, but again, this isn't supported at launch and there's no indication that it will get support in the future, although, like I said earlier, you can load content onto it directly for offline viewing. An application like Virtual Desktop would be a killer app for these glasses in my opinion, and it seems like it would have broadened the appeal of a headset like this to the enthusiast VR market. This device just seems very limited in its current form, in my opinion. I mean, I'm trying my best to keep an open mind about the Vive Flow, and maybe I'm missing a part of the puzzle which will click into place once I actually get some extensive hands-on time with it. I'm particularly intrigued about the relaxation and wellness aspects of the content that HTC plan to provide with the Flow, which I didn't get to try with my brief hands-on. I mean, we could all do with more ways to unwind and de-stress in this current climate, and if this device offers that, it could be something that sets itself apart from everything else available on the market right now. Obviously, once I do get my hands on one, I'll report back with my findings in a future video. But let me know what you all think of the Vive Flow in the comments down below. Could you see yourself using a device like this? And if so, what content would you be interested in using it for? Are you, like me, in the Apple ecosystem and essentially locked out from using a device like this? I'd love to know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you found it interesting, make sure you're subscribed for all my future VR content, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.